Backlinking to boost cold calling landing pages, a strategic guide. Why backlinking belongs in your outbound motion. If you're investing in an outbound stack, data, dialers, an SDR team, and leadership, but your cold calling landing page has no backlinks, you're forcing every meeting to be won by effort instead of won by leverage. The reality is that prospects don't just read your email or answer your call, they verify you. When your page is buried in search results, you lose deals before the conversation even starts. Backlinking isn't a vanity SEO tactic, it's a distribution system for your offer. When you build credible links into and around your cold calling services pages, you increase the odds that buyers find you during research, trust you faster, and convert at a higher rate once they land. Done right, it turns a single book a call page into a compounding asset that supports your outbound team every week. In this guide, we'll connect the dots between backlinks, rankings, and booked meetings, specifically for high-intent pages like a cold calling agency offer, an SDR agency page, or a sales outsourcing landing page. We'll cover how to structure your pages and supporting content, how to earn links without spam, and how to measure results in sales KPIs instead of marketing-only metrics. Search demand is where most buyers start, even when you sell outbound. Search is still the biggest front door to B2B buying. Organic search drives about 53% of trackable website traffic, and in B2B, combined organic plus paid search accounts for roughly 76% of total traffic. If your outbound sales agency offer only works when someone clicks from a sequence, you're missing the highest volume channel where buyers validate vendors and compare options. This matters for bottom-of-funnel queries. Think B2B cold calling services, cold calling companies, outsource sales, or hire SDRs. These aren't casual readers. They're problem-aware buyers looking for a solution now. When your landing page doesn't rank, or when your brand has no visibility beyond your own site, you're effectively telling prospects, "Trust us, but don't verify us." Backlinks are a core lever for changing that. A large-scale analysis found that Google's #1 result has about 3.8 times more backlinks than results in positions 2 to 10, which is exactly why good pages with no links stagnate. At the same time, about 94% of online content earns 0 external backlinks. So even a focused link-building effort can put you ahead of most competitors in your niche. Treat your cold calling landing page like a high-intent SEO asset. Most teams build cold call services pages for outbound clicks and paid traffic, then wonder why they never become reliable inbound lead sources. The fix is simple. Decide what the page should rank for, then align copy, headings, and internal links around those terms. In practice, we recommend mapping 2 to 3 primary intents, for example, cold calling services, SDR agency, and sales outsourcing, and writing the page to clearly fulfill those needs without bloating it into a blog post. On-page SEO fundamentals still matter because backlinks don't replace relevance, they amplify it. Unique title tags, fast load time, clean mobile UX, and trust-heavy sections, proof, process, differentiation, and a clear CTA are what turn rankings into meetings. If you're positioning an outsourced sales team, you want the page to read like a confident operator, specific, outcomes-driven, and easy to act on. Then, build internal pathways that make authority flow to the page your SDRs actually send. If your best-performing cold email agency guide or your telemarketing benchmark page never links contextually to your book a call landing page, you're hoarding equity at the top and starving the bottom. The goal is a deliberate structure where informational content earns links and your commercial page captures demand. Build a linkable hub that funnels authority into your offer. Commercial landing pages rarely attract editorial links on their own because writers prefer citing data, frameworks, and tools. That's why the most dependable approach is to build a small content hub around your cold calling landing page. A handful of resources that are genuinely reference-worthy, each internally linked back to your core offer. When those resources earn links, your landing page inherits the authority through internal linking. Long-form content is your leverage here. Research across hundreds of millions of posts shows content over 3,000 words attracts about 77.2% more backlinks than short content, largely because it contains more original angles, examples, and quotable takeaways. Instead of trying to make your sales page link bait, create one strong cold calling guide, one benchmark piece, and one ROI-driven resource that sits one click away from your conversion page. Use the table below to decide which supporting assets to create first based on linkability and funnel impact. Then connect them with contextual internal links, not just footer nav. The point is not to publish more, it's to publish the right few assets that can earn links and move buyers toward a call. Backlinks don't just improve rankings, they compound trust, so every outbound touch lands on a page prospects already believe. How to earn quality backlinks without looking spammy. A strong backlink strategy is less about volume and more about relevance and editorial standards. One link from a niche B2B sales blog your buyers actually read can outperform dozens of low-value directory links, especially for terms like B2B sales agency or best cold calling services. When you prospect link opportunities, prioritize topical alignment, real audiences, and sites that publish for humans, not websites that exist only to sell guest posts. We also like treating link building as an extension of Outbound. Your SDRs are already having conversations with partners, vendors, and friendly prospects. Those conversations can naturally seed link opportunities when you have something worth referencing. Instead of forcing a "can you link to us?" ask, equip reps to share a useful resource, a benchmark, checklist, or framework, and let the link conversation happen where it makes sense over time. The most effective outreach is specific and contextual. You're not asking for a favor, you're improving someone else's content with a credible citation. If your content hub includes a pay-per-meeting lead generation ROI model or a cold calling USA benchmarks page, you can pitch it as a reference for articles already ranking and already receiving traffic. That approach tends to produce editorial links that are both safer and more durable through algorithm changes. Common backlinking mistakes that keep sales pages invisible. The most common mistake we see is pointing almost every backlink to the home page and hoping domain authority trickles down. Home links help, but they don't replace page-level relevance for bottom-of-funnel searches like Outbound SDR services or Sales Development Agency. A healthier pattern is a mix. Some homepage links, a few links to top-of-funnel resources, and a meaningful share pointing to the cold calling landing page or the hub assets that feed it. Another expensive mistake is chasing cheap, irrelevant placements, thin directories, off-topic guest posts, or sites with no editorial standards. Those links often don't move rankings and can make your profile look unnatural. There's a reason 52 to 55% of SEO specialists say link building is the hardest part of SEO. Doing it safely and effectively requires restraint, not shortcuts. Finally, don't expect instant results. It typically takes months for links to be crawled, indexed, and reflected in rankings. So abandoning the effort after 4 to 6 weeks is a predictable way to waste budget. Set expectations of 3 to 6 months, track leading indicators, new referring domains, impressions, keyword movement, and keep shipping link-worthy assets that support the same offer your SDRs are selling. Measure backlink ROI in meetings and pipeline, not just rankings. If you want sales leaders to care about SEO, report SEO like a revenue channel. Track organic sessions to your cold calling services landing page, but also track booked calls, show rates, and pipeline created from that traffic. When the team can see that a small set of new links drove incremental meetings every month, backlinking stops being a marketing project and becomes a growth lever. Conversion math makes this clear. Across 40K plus landing pages, the median conversion rate is around 6.6%, while many B2B product and service pages convert closer to 2 to 3%. That gap is an opportunity. If backlinking moves your rankings and delivers even a few hundred additional high-intent visits, a well-optimized page can turn that into real meeting volume without increasing dial counts. The strategic upside is that SEO and outbound stop competing and start reinforcing each other. Some sources report B2B sites get around 62% of traffic from organic search, and that SEO can generate up to 14 times more leads than traditional outbound, depending on the firm and market. Even if your mix is different, the direction is consistent. Backlinks that lift rankings give your outbound team warmer conversations, stronger credibility, and a bigger surface area for demand capture. A practical next step plan for the next 90 days. Start with a tight audit of your priority URLs, your cold calling agency page, your SDR agency page, and any sales outsourcing or outsourced sales team pages tied to your core offer. Make sure each page targets clear search intent, loads fast, has compelling metadata, and includes contextual internal links from relevant resources. This is the foundation that ensures backlinks translate into rankings and conversions instead of traffic that bounces. Next, build the hub. 3 to 5 supporting assets that are designed to earn links and sit one click away from the landing page. Then, create a target outreach list of 30 to 50 relevant sites, sales publications, partner ecosystems, podcasts with show notes, and vendor pages your buyers already trust, and pitch your best asset as a credible reference. Keep outreach consistent, track new referring domains, and update assets as you learn what earns replies. If bandwidth is your constraint, split responsibilities cleanly. Your internal team builds authority through content and backlinks, while execution specialists keep meetings flowing. At SalesHive, we've seen the best outcomes when outbound and SEO are aligned around the same offer and the same proof points. So your cold email agency messaging, your landing page copy, and your linkable assets reinforce each other. That's how you get the best of both worlds. Predictable outbound activity now and compounding inbound visibility over time.